Okay, we are opening Alan Wake 2 for the very first time. It just came out today. This is, of course, the sequel to Alan Wake and Control. I've played both of those games in the past. They're on Mukluk Plays if you would like to watch through that and see the story in order. It is a very good story, and I'm glad to get that out of the way now. So, first, I've been told that there is some dingle-dangles in this game, and we are going to turn it off if we can. Is there a don't show nudity thing? Quick turn, adaptive triggers. Someone said that there was a thing in the settings to turn that off. And graphics. Is there like a dingle dangle slider that we can turn down? Where is that at? Transparency. I wouldn't think. Subtitle. Nudity sensor. Toggle on to disable nudity. There we go. Cool. No, it doesn't bother me, chat. I'm an old man, but don't want to get in trouble with anybody. Okay, kill motion blur too. Oh, but we love motion blur. No, that's fine. We can kill that. I'll probably need to turn on VSync. If I have any game,
well, hello there.
Any game that has VSync, if I have it turned off, it usually kills my camera's frame rate. It undingles your dangle, undangles your dingle. All right, here we go. New game. We'll do normal mode. When overwhelmed by the enemy, look for a safe haven. Its healing light prevents the enemy from reaching you. Okay. New tip. Dodging away from a taken slasher's charge attack at the last moment will result in the enemy stumbling, momentarily incapacitating it.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Guy looking like Zordon for a second there.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Now, if you haven't played the first games and you intend to watch it, freaking go watch that and then come back to this. Diving, we're probably going right into spoilers. I wonder if he's still under the lake. Is that him or someone else? Oh god, are we gonna be playing this guy? With the dad bod? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Alright, let's try the standard buttons. Control, nothing, no crouch. Shift. Shift looks like a run toggle.
Come on, Ed. We should go.
No, don't go, help me. I need pants.
Already gone.
They put pants on him if you take the nudity off. So I turned on the filter and I lost pants. Woohoo! Hi! Jesus Christ, what? Do I need the heart rate monitor for this? What is happening? Was that Alan? That looked like Alan screaming. I knew this was a dark story. I didn't really think it was a horror game, is it? You can sprint? Yeah, I've been sprinting. I know. Thanks. Okay. Light over there, but I can't get to it. Help me! What? What? Those seem bad. Also, they're stormtroopers. Oh my gosh. I think he's fine, Chad. He just needs a soda. Okay. He's napping? Yeah, he's napping. Good start. Intense. Alan. Muck is quiet compared to the game. When we get to a point where I'm not going to interrupt the cinematic, I will mess with the volume.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the
No
show.
spoilers,
You were
Chad.
supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
How scary is this game? Not scary at all. It's you know, ponies and roses.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid.
Do I know either of
Wonder
these
where
characters?
she
They
gets
know.
that from.
They're perfectly synced.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Chad, it's been a long time. The gal that you played in Control, can anyone remind me her name? Like the main character of Control.
A deputy was supposed to be here to
Jesse,
show us to the
thank you.
crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Okay. Chat saying it's a little loud right now. Let's turn this down a bit and see what happens.
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Invitation. Get to the crime scene, find the
Worth
deputies.
memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
The map displays key locations in the area. Wow, that took a long time to open. Okay, so I'm over here.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Meet Deputy Thornton at the general store.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can access the case board inside the Mind Palace. Oh my god, we have a Mind Palace.
The Mind Place. My version
Mind
of the
Place.
Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. You can use WASD to move around. You can use mouse wheel to zoom. You are now free to navigate the case board and leave by pressing escape. Okay. Cauldron Lake murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Reported missing in 2010, discovered 2012, shallow grave. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Found in 2018, Cauldron Lake, organs missing. Predation, stated the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Was that the character we played in the intro? Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating, only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water, post-mortem. Bruising on wrist and legs. 2 of the victims had bruising. Form of restraint. Strapped or belted down. Deep gash on chest, heart missing. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma. Consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experienced bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in water. Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe, or their art? The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, all the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. Okay. Anything else in here? Oh my god, he has a beard now.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
Visiting the
Let's
mine
head down
place
the hill
does
to the
not
crime
pause
scene.
the game. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Woo! Hi Twix, is it a spooky game? It is now that you're here. Get to the crime scene. You can't sprint in the mined place either.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny,
die.
Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that. Whoa.
Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Miroslaw on YouTube says, I think the music should be lower under voice volume so it will not drown out conversations. I have subtitles turned on, but if it becomes an issue, I will do that. Check the map. Where are we right now? Okay.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I did not want to swap. No, still not getting it. Try it. Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Looks like they did not put up a tarp. Investigate the
Now,
crime
this is the scene
scene.
of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No
Copper.
You owe me
Procedures and copper.
a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor.
Thanks, Neof.
Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
How do I examine?
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
I don't see an interact button. There it is.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You've unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mind place. C allows sagas to see active clues. The key image can be selected with left click and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the board begins a new line of investigation. Cauldron Lake murder scene. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we were here to investigate. Consistent with previous murders. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable in the case board and your goals. You are now free to examine the case board or leave. Alright. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
What the heck? What the...
Ugh.
Oh my god, come on!
That's it.
There. Okay, I had to drop it on the yellow
Heart
thing.
removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question, unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check your updated goals by pressing Control. Alright. You're now free to examine the... Yeah, shut up. Let me look. Consistent with previous murders. Murder matches previous cases, but interrupted. May find new leads this time. Major chest trauma, consistent with previous killings. Heart found near victim's body. Heart was removed, but then left on the table near the body. Was this murder interrupted? Cargo straps used to restrain victim. Bruising indicates victim was alive when restrained. Matches other cases. Killers, question mark. Victim, question mark.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
You can press Control, but can you press Alan Wake? Ooh. Oh, there's something over there.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
No? Huh. I would have thought it'd been under the other category.
Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present, messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated. Heavy blood splatter on table. They really made a mess here, caught up in the act, or just sloppy work. Multiple sets of footprints. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. Okay. Is there anything more over here? Whole...
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
What's the symbol next to the deer? It's in a few places in here. There's a lot of that double triangle thing around here. There's another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. What if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made? Intentional? I say the lake is not formed. It's designed and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera made from volcano. Lava. Second drawing, waterline. Engineered structure, strange machines. This guy doesn't know how close he is. Not exactly a giant machine, but definitely some ooga boogas. We know that from the last game.
I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep confidential matters confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect? Hide the truth from the average Joe?
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as examining your surroundings. Let's see. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago. No one's heard from this guy in 13 years. Why surface now? Where's he been?
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Icons on the bottom left corner indicate that critical content is available in the mine place.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors.
Hang on.
Depression led to booze, booze led to
Icons right there.
paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Three Cats on YouTube says the guy who was chasing Alan trying to kill him in the first game. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember the main plot of the first game, but individual characters' names is fuzzy. It's been so many years.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI.